So this is the video that's just going to run over the assignment from today. So if you have any questions, follow along with the video. So in today's assignment, we're actually looking at both multiplying and dividing with exponents. So we're kind of looking at both of those rules again, multiplying and dividing. So for that first question, x to the fifth divided by x cubed, we're going to write out this in expanded form, and then we'll simplify the expression. So x to the fifth in expanded form is just x times x times x times x times x over, and then x cubed would be x times x times x. That would be expanded form. And now if we're simplifying this expression, for the past couple of days we talked about how we could kind of divide this top x with this bottom x. So we're dividing these x's, and we're kind of seeing it almost as canceling them out. So if we divide x by x, we're left with 1, x by x, we're left with 1, x by x again, we're left with 1. Notice we're left with 2 x's up top, and really over 1 on the bottom. Simplified expression would be just x squared. Now, you may have picked up on the rule that actually when we're dividing with exponents, notice we have an exponent of 5 and we have an exponent of 3 in that bottom term. The rule is when we divide with exponents, we subtract our exponents. 5 minus 3 would give us 2. So that's kind of where that rule is coming from. When we simplify it in expanded form, we end up with x squared. For our next problem, we have x squared times x cubed times x. So once again, we're going to write this in expanded form. So x squared is x times x. X cubed is x times x times x. And last but not least, x is really just times x. And remember, that's really x to the first power. So remember, always think of that as having an exponent of 1. Now, how many x's are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's. Simplified form would be x to the 6th power. And if you remember the rule for multiplying powers with the same base, we actually end up adding our exponents together. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 would give us 6. That's how we're getting the x to the 6th power. For this next one, we're dividing once again bases that are the same. So we'll write our expression in expanded form, and then we'll simplify. So x to the fourth is x times x times x times x over x to the ninth. It's going to be relatively large. We have 9 x's, so x times x times x. We'll have to end up with 9 x's. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll add one more. 9. So once again, we're dividing that top x with that bottom x. We're kind of thinking of it almost as a canceling out. X divided by x would give us 1. X divided by x gives us 1. X divided by x gives us 1. X divided by x gives us 1. So notice up top we just have 1. And on the bottom we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. That would be x to the 5th. Now, it is important you write it as 1 over x to the 5th. If you wrote it as x to the 5th, that would not be correct. It has to be 1 over x to the 5th. Those variables, that x term is in the denominator. Okay, so it has to be 1 over x to the 5th. Follow that expanded form. In this next problem, we have 20x to the 6th divided by 5x to the 4th. So once again, we'll write this out in expanded form. And 20x to the 6th is 20 times, and it's x to the 6th, so we have 6 x's over, and then we have 5x to the 4th. So we should have 4 x's. Now remember the rule from yesterday. We talked about when we're dividing coefficients, and by coefficients we mean this 20 and 5. these numbers, when we're dividing these coefficients, we divide. So we do 20 divided by 5. So we're actually going to be dividing 20 by 5. Now 20 divided by 5 would give us 4. Now we'll simplify. So we have these x's. We're just dividing these x's. We're dividing these x's. And we're left with 4, and there's 2 x's, 4x squared. So in simplified form, it would be 4x squared. Once again, we're dividing those coefficients. And once again, we're actually kind of applying, if you're thinking about that rule, remember that dividing rules, we actually end up subtracting our exponents, x squared. For this next one, we have multiplying. So once again, we'll write each term in expanded form. 2x cubed in expanded form is 2 times x times x times x times, and then 5x to the 6th is 5 times x times x times x times x times x, and then one more time times x. So we're going to add a little bit of room there. Now, when we're multiplying, remember we're going to multiply our coefficients, which are 2 and 5. 2 times 5 would give us 10. And I'm just going to write it below here. So we're going to have in simplified form, 2 times 5 is 10, so we get 10. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 x's. X to the 9th. So in simplified form, we'd end up with 10x to the 9th. And once again, if we're applying those exponent rules, remember when we're multiplying, we actually end up adding our exponents together. 3 plus 6 would give us 9. That's how we're getting x to the 9th. Now, just important to note here, at the start of the problem, remember, this exponent of 3 in this first term only applies to the base of x. It does not apply to the 2. This exponent of 6 in our second term only applies to the base of x. It does not apply to the 5. So once again, it would be incorrect to write it as 2x times 2x times 2x times 5x times 5x times 5x 6 more times. That would be incorrect. Remember, the exponent only applies to that base of x in this problem. For the challenge problem, we're kind of applying similar ideas to those previous problems. So we have multiplying those two expressions, those two terms together. And if we want to write this in expanded form, well, 2x to the 6th in expanded form would just be 2 times x times x times x times x times x times x. So we should have 6 x's over x cubed is x times x times x. And for our second term, we have y squared over 3y to the 5th. So we'll have times, and then y squared is y times y over 3 times, and we should have 5 y's. So we'll try to squeeze in those 5 y's. Now, if we're simplifying this, what we could do first is we can actually simplify within our first term and our second term, the blue term and the red term. So let's look at that first term in the blue. And I can apply that same logic, so I can divide these x's. And when I divide these x's, I'm going to be left with 2 and 3 x's up top. So 2x to the 3rd. And then we have times. And let's simplify that term in the red. So once again, we can divide these y's. We'd be left with, remember, 1 in our numerator over 3y cubed. Now when we multiply these two together, we're going to see this 2x cubed as over 1. So I'm going to multiply, just like I would when I multiply fractions, numerators and denominators. So when I multiply my numerator and my denominators, I would end up with, if we simplify, 2x cubed over 3y cubed. And that would be simplest form. We can't divide x's and y's, they're not the same base. This is actually simplest form here.